start over. So today we are going to learn about time management. So Covey's time management and Eisenhower matrix. The Stephen Covey guy said the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. So I'm sure as an LC, we all have many, many tasks and lots of priorities. But what is Eisenhower's matrix? So the Eisenhower matrix, also referred to as urgent important matrix, helps you to decide on and prioritize tasks by urgency and importance. So sorting out less urgent and important tasks, which you should either delegate or not to do at all. So here's a little like quadrant graph that you guys can keep in mind for later. So how to use Eisenhower matrix. Prioritizing tasks by urgency and importance results in 4 quadrants with different work strategies. So first quadrant, do first. First, focus on important tasks to be done on the same day. And second quadrant, schedule. So important, but not so urgent. So this stuff should be scheduled. And the third, delegate. So what urgent but less important can be delegated to others. And lastly, don't do what's neither urgent nor important, so don't do it at all. And so let's take a look at each quadrant one by one. So we call the first quadrant do it first, since these tasks need to be done today. This means that they're required immediate action from our side. As an example, cancellations, incoming calls, maybe some emails. If you guys had any maybe like more examples you guys want to add it to? No suggestions?
Incoming chats.
Yes, incoming chats. That's perfect. And anything else? Okay, if you're done with the most important and urgent, let's move on to the second. So the second quadrant, we call it schedule because these tasks are important but less urgent. So this means that we should do this by today or as soon as possible, but the task can be added into our calendar to do it later. So as an example, like follow-ups, webinars, even our workshop today. And did you guys maybe have any extra examples to add on to this quadrant? Anything? I'm open to suggestions, you guys.
Ladies, please. I'm not the only one attending this webinar.
Yes. Well, yes. Okay. So, well, maybe to add on to the example, there's stuff like I don't know, like internal emails or maybe even scheduling the webinars, right?
Yeah, and
So,
interviews that we
oh
call
yeah.
learners for.
Oh, yes, good examples. Perfect. So let's move on to the third. So delegates. So we call the third quadrant delegates since these tasks are urgent but less important. This means that they can be delegated to others. Example, making our summer emailing lists or what else? There are kinds of emails I feel like in my inboxes that can be like ask other LCs to help us or even other team members or colleagues. Do you guys have any examples like such? Nothing? Maybe everything's all important and urgent? Okay, so we're gonna keep adding on to the quadrant later. So maybe if you guys don't have the idea now, please do tell me later. So the last quadrant, we call the last quadrant don't do, since these tasks are not so essential but urgent. So in most cases, you can delete them from your list. But we do know that LCs have lots and lots and lots of tasks, and we can't really delete them. So we can just put these tasks on the last to-do list. So as an example, creating our pilot grids. So we can even do this on like early in the morning, takes 3 seconds, right? And do you guys have any extra examples to go on the last quadrant? Nothing?
Some emails, some like yes, maybe some emails that we just read and don't answer.
Yes, perfect. I think like those FYI please emails maybe.
No.
No?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, like something like this.
Yes, perfect. And so the main function of these Eisenhower matrix is to help people like us to do the most in the time that we only have. So according to Stephen Covey, author of the book of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, some people are so busy with the task of these first quadrants that they forget about the rest. So this is important to remember for all of us. While these tasks in the second quadrant's schedule are not urgent, but they're still important. So we can relate to the long-term objectives and remember it and take importance of it. And according to Covey, we should focus especially on the second quadrant. Not sure why, but I'm sure it's because it's very important, right? And disadvantages. However, this matrix has some disadvantages. For example, you are forced to classify your tasks into what's urgent and what is not. So, which is not always simple as it seems. For this, you can take into account that deadlines that you could have, and you have to be able to choose what you can delegate and what you can't. So now we're at the more engaging part of our exercise today in our workshop. This is the quadrant I made for us. So this is just random tasks that I tried to make. If you guys had any more like tasks that you guys want to add on to this, please do let me know. But what we're going to do right now is to arrange these into the right quadrant. Could you guys maybe let me know which task goes into which quadrant? Any idea is fine. Anyone?
Okay, lunch break.
Incoming
Important but not urgent. Should be
calls are
scheduled.
urgent.
Oh, okay, maybe one at a time. So
Sorry,
I heard
Maria, go
lunch
ahead,
break.
please.
Okay, so yes, one at a time if you guys don't mind. Please let me know.
Incoming calls, I think they are urgent.
Which one?
Incoming calls.
Yes, incoming calls are important and urgent, you said? Yes, perfect. And how about webinars? Are webinars super urgent? Do you guys think so?
Let's move them to the second one.
Yes, perfect. And how about follow-ups? Do you guys think this belongs in the second quadrant?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yes, perfect. And how about coffee break? Coffee break can be
Coffee break.
Of course, it's very urgent and important.
Yes, very urgent, right?
Very urgent.
I know, every morning, huh? But to be serious, do you guys think it's more scheduled or not so important? What do you guys think?
Not so important. It's the lowest quadrant.
You mean here?
Yes.
With the lunch
Yes.
break?
With the lunch break.
Okay. You know, I actually personally think that lunch break and coffee break do belong in the not urgent, but like kind of important, but can be scheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just put it in the middle, okay? Perfect. So how about translations? Do you guys schedule your translations, or do you guys do translations in your team?
Yeah, this task is for me, and it's something
Ah.
important, but should be scheduled so it stays in the second quadrant.
Perfect. And how about cancellations?
If it's urgent cancellation, so it should be put in the first in the urgent
Okay.
Yeah,
quadrant.
I agree. We have different kind of cancellations, urgent
Yeah.
ones and not urgent.
Okay, so why don't we put this in the middle as well? Because it really depends on what kind of schedule it is, right? Okay, and how about the workshop that we have today, or any kind of workshop we have as an LC or in the Go Fluent?
Workshop. Well, our learners don't have workshops.
Ah, really? Oh,
Yes.
maybe it's because you guys have a bigger team, huh? Hmm.
I think it's
In
because we have a
Korea,
small team. I put it on the second one too, but somewhere in the middle, it's not urgent.
not urgent. Here or here? Here?
Here.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what about emails?
Emails are quite urgent. Mm,
Urgent,
Depends on kind of emails again.
Yeah.
So if it's
right? There are
Emails.
some emails that are urgent for
let's
sure.
put them in the middle, in the center of this matrix, because emails can be different kind of.
Yes, they can be. All right. So, do you guys have anything else you guys want to add on to the list, like tasks and stuff? Anything important, something we might have forgotten? Nothing?
Incoming live chat.
Live
urgent.
chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
live chat. It's very important and very urgent.
That's
Yes.
true.
Also, I have incoming WhatsApp messages in WhatsApp. I
Oh,
don't
you
know
guys
how
have
to-
WhatsApp as well. Okay.
This is can be urgent, can be less urgent, somewhere in the
Okay,
middle, I think.
maybe here again.
Mm-hmm.
So you said WhatsApp, right?
Yes.
Oh, a lot of messages.
Oh, that is a lot of messages.
Yeah.
Is it
Also,
just
we have some calls we should do to our learners. It's not urgent, but it's important, so it's in the right side of quadrant.
you mean like follow-ups, or is it like
Oh.
another?
Oh, yeah, it's like follow-ups. Okay.
Let's call it all follow-ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learners who misses lessons
Mhm.
and all that stuff.
Yes. Okay, so maybe how about, is there anything that is urgent but not important? Because we're missing this.
Gossips. I don't know.
So to think of, let's kind of cheat and see what the before example said. So making our summary mailing list. Okay, let's add that onto our list as well. So now that we have upgraded to our Tableau, do you guys have any trouble with making your own summary mailing list?
No troubles. Tableau is great.
Perfect. I think it is much easier now that we can download our own list and when we need them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And anything else like summer emailing list? Urgent but not important. Oh, maybe like making pilot grid.
Oh, it's not urgent. It can be scheduled. Yeah, now just
Right. I think maybe here too, right? I think that was on the other slide. So maybe
yeah, but I would not call it not important because that's the way we get our stats. So somewhere near lunch break.
okay. So maybe like here.
Yeah, let's put it here.
Perfect. All right. Oh, we have a lot of boxes.
Indeed.
Okay. And did you guys have any more suggestions?
Mm,
Not much.
not much really. Good.
Okay. And did you guys have any questions regarding the webinar?
Mm.
Anything we just discussed today? Nothing?
It's clear.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm gonna move on then if we don't have any questions. Do we have any questions? Sorry.
No, it's so clear.
Okay, perfect. So, as we said earlier, each of us has different tasks to take care of. So our priorities are also a little bit different. As you said, like some of you do translations and some of you don't. And you can use this specific matrix on a weekly or daily basis. There are some templates that you can find on the internet, or basically this here example is basically what we just made. And if you guys had any questions or even tips on tricks to how to go about your day, please let me know, or even about, our slide today. And we will end our webinar here today. Did you guys have any other questions? Nothing?
No,
So
but
sorry, our
just
webinar is so short.
templates are great, but for me, key of success is scheduling everything. Even you can schedule a slot for some urgent tasks and maybe not so important tasks if you have enough time to see if
Yes.
you're capable to do this. So
Yeah.
scheduling is a key of success.
Yeah, actually recently we just I have only one other member in Korea. So me and my colleague has been trying to utilize the calendar a little bit more because there are so many tasks and we're just like overwhelmed, Yeah. But how are things in like the Russian team? Do you guys also use the calendar the most, or do you guys just divide everything by tasks?
Well, we have both. So everyone has its own her own calendar with the tasks, and yes, tasks are divided. So. But
Nice.
We
Mhm.
always can support each other. So, for example, during our call,
Yes.
I noticed that we have a really urgent cancellation NST for a test learner.
Yeah. Oh no.
So I received a call from this learner and rescheduled on the go. But usually that's Anastasia's task to take care of urgent cancellations and Maria's task to take care of not urgent cancellations. So we divide it.
Okay. All right. So I think it's very, I don't know if it's blessed or blissful, but it's nice to have more than one colleague in the team to help out with many, many tasks. And, if you had anything like that you didn't know, you can always ask your colleague. And yeah, I think that's always a plus side. But did you guys have any other questions? No?
Well, no, I think that everything clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm so sorry the webinar was so short. I thought it was going to be longer just in case. Yeah, but please do let me know. You guys have my email address. Chat me if you guys need any help.
Thank you. It was very, very
you.
interesting. See you.
Thank you. Bye
Have a nice day.
bye.